Pregame.com.
Welcome back to Pregame.tv. Sunday NFL action. We've got the Washington Redskins at the Philadelphia Eagles. Guys, break up the Eagles. What's going on? Nick Folks just throwing the ball all over the place, scoring touchdowns. Got to remember who he's doing it against the last couple weeks. But what do you guys think of the Eagles right now? You buying into the last 2 weeks?
I like to see the way Riley Cooper is playing, and it's good to see the Philadelphia organization, with all the turmoil going in Miami, how Philadelphia's put their situation with Riley Cooper behind them, and those guys are stepping up playing good ball. And Cooper's been the guy that Macklin would have been on the other side of Deshaun Jackson.
You got a lot of guys who are going to talk about the Philadelphia team playing against backup quarterbacks. But every team in the league at this point is playing against backup quarterbacks. You know, there's not many guys that have been in the league all season long and not gotten hurt. So you can only play who's on your schedule. Philadelphia's playing some pretty good ball. I mean, you got a brand new coach coming in there. Everybody expecting miracles off the bat. I think he's doing a pretty good job. I think Philadelphia's a team on the rise.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't play defense, and Philadelphia was able to score enough points despite Clay Matthews being out there trying to club people.
Yeah, that was funny trying to watch him with that cast on his hand. But you can't ignore the fact, though, that Philadelphia, they went to Oakland. They played an Oakland team that just doesn't have any offense. And they were catching Oakland coming off the Pittsburgh win. That was a perfect setup for Philadelphia. I had Philadelphia in that game because of that setup. Oakland had 2 weeks to prepare for the Steelers. The Steelers were coming off of the Baltimore game, a physical game, you know, their heated rivalry, winning that game, and then throw in the added mix of Terrell Pryor, you know, getting to play against the team he grew up watching, you know, outside of Pittsburgh. So it was just a perfect storm for that game. Unfortunately for me, I was against Philly last week. I'll tell you when I had a loser, too. I thought they over-adjusted the line for Aaron Rodgers. But in my defense, what I didn't expect was I didn't expect to be having to have the practice squad quarterback taking over in the third or the second series of the game with Seneca Wallace getting hurt.
Yeah, Scott Tolzien really no experience at all.
I thought he actually played pretty well, and I was with you. I had the Packers. I thought it was an over-adjustment. Yeah, when you lose your second-string quarterback at that point and Tolzien comes in, Wisconsin quarterbacks, other than the Seattle quarterback right now, when was the last time we had a successful NFL Wisconsin quarterback? There hasn't been many.
Yeah, and he only played there 1 year. He NC State boy for
he's a transfer.
3 years.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you guys don't have anything else to say, we'll make it official.
Make it official, Marco.
All right, let's do it. Make it official. And what I'm looking at, this is one of those second meetings. And you know I'm a big situational handicapper, and I love analyzing when teams play for the second time because I go back and I look at what was going on when they played the first time. What's different the second time around? What's the public perception? And how's that factored into the line? And I love this time of the year. And this is one of those situations. You've got the Washington Redskins. They played Philadelphia the first week of the season. Guys, we saw the new offense in preseason, but in interviews, Michael Vick said we ran about 30% of the offense in preseason. So until you actually got to see what they were going to do in a live game speed atmosphere, Washington did not know what to expect. Also, conditioning. They had to chase this Philadelphia offense around the field. Remember what happened in that first half of that game? Actually, the first quarter. Philadelphia ran how many different plays? Remember, the first game of the season, you've got starters playing a full 4 quarters for the first time. They don't play that much in the preseason, so they were gassed. Also, you had RG3. He threw his first pass of the preseason. He didn't throw any in the preseason. That was his first work, was the game 1. He was rusty. He showed it. He got better in the second half, but even whenever he was making runs and moving in the pocket, you didn't see the RG3 that we saw before. He was still tentative on that knee. Now you're seeing RG3 running the entire playbook. He's running with confidence. Speaking of running, the Washington Redskins have rushed for 191 yards or more in 4 of their last 5 games. Philadelphia has had the luxury of facing 2 teams in bad situations. We already talked about the Oakland situation and, of course, what was going on last week in Green Bay. Now they're going to face a Washington Redskin ball club that has had 3 extra days to prepare. It's the second meeting. It's a revenge game. And now, instead of being the favorite, Washington's the underdog. Philadelphia's played great on the road this year, but look at what they've done at home. They've not played well. I'm going to take the Washington Redskins here. I'm going to take the points. I like Washington. Yeah, they're getting the points. Let's go ahead and call for the outright upset. They're getting 3.5 is what I'm seeing around town. I like them to win this one. Take Washington on Sunday over Philadelphia. Okay, there you have it. We're going to go ahead and take the Washington Redskins, and I might as well pull a VR because I heard about it all week last week when I didn't sprinkle Jacksonville and Tampa Bay. So let's go ahead and sprinkle a little on Washington money line on Sunday as well. We're coming right back. We're going to stay in the NFL. Ken's got a free pick, San Diego at the Miami Dolphins. That's up next, pregame.tv.